내 더 이상 도망치지 않을 것이다.
김이 상공을 들이소서.
이는 형으로서가 아니라 왕으로서의 결단이다. 언제부터일까 난 눈을 뜨고 꿈을 꾸네. 넌 꿈속에서 날 불렀고 난 꿈속에서 널 피했네. 언제부터인가 난 눈을 감고 세상을 보았네. 난 그 속에서 보고 싶은 것만 듣고 싶은 것만 그렸네. 역사에 남는 왕 되기 위해 이제껏 달려왔지만 그저 역사에 남는 왕 아닌 좋은 왕 되고픈 마음.
이만 저리 놓으소서.
나를 꿈꾸게 하라. 나를 꿈꾸게 하라. 너와 나 화평한 너와 나 함께할 넓은 길 위에 세상 나를 나를 꿈꾸게 하라. 모두가 화평한 모두가 함께한 살만한 세상 그런 세상.
형님 안 됩니다. 형님.
내 이름이 아닌 내 뜻을 남기려 합니다. 내 업적이 아닌 내 마음 두고 가려 합니다. 이 잔인을 마심으로써 내게 주어진 소명 다하고 너에게 줄 수 있는 모든 힘 실어주고 가니 부디 선고되어 주십니다.
아닙니다, 형님.
나를 꿈꾸게 하라. 나를 꿈꾸게 하라. 이제 나를 잠들게 하라.
할멈네 마당 대단히 할멈네 마당엔 늘 흙냄새가 먼저 깔린다. 배차는 조용히 숨을 고르고 그 손끝에 눌려 앉는다. 붉게 변한 살 사이에는 아무 말 없이 살아는 날들이 묻어있다. 아침바람이 배차를 품고 산등성이를 넘자 흙은 그 발자국을 다시 품어 안는다. 깊은 항아리 사이로 겨울이 조용히 익어갑니다.
Curious about what's special about K-content?
In recent years, Korean cultural content has taken the world by storm.
So, what's your favorite K-content? Movies, dramas, music, exhibitions?
Are you ready to take your pick?
Starting with globally acclaimed K-movies. It's no longer rare for Korean movies to receive awards at international film festivals. And we can't talk enough about the K-drama sensation.
It's not surprising that drama filming sites go on to become major tourist attractions.
When we are on the topic of K-pop, we can't leave out idol groups. They are the driving force of K-pop.
K-pop idol group members do not only have exceptional singing and dancing skills, but they have the looks too. I'm a huge fan.
I really like Korean underground music. These days, talented K-indie bands are recognized overseas as well.
Oh, and Korea also has a lot of music festivals. You can meet musicians of all genres at these events.
Exhibitions happen in Korea all year round.
I also enjoy going to the theatre. There's no shortage of musicals, plays, and performances to choose from. So keep an eye on the theatre scene.
Then there is K-design, blending traditional and modern elements.
K-fashion, leading trends.
K-beauty, which takes beauty to the next level.
K-content, receiving praise the world over. Watch it, experience it, and enjoy it.
환영합니다. Welcome to K-Culture Dive, where we dive deeper into the heart of Korean culture with K-entertainment issues, AI culture news, K-culture and photos, and today our K-culture issues segment, where we take a dive into the latest K-museum boom. And I'm your host, Kwon So-wa. Let's dive in. And starting off the new week with me is our co-host Walter Lee. Hello, Walter.
Hello, Soa, and hello to our viewers at home. Happy Monday. I'm Walter Lee, here to co-host next to Soa and give you the latest also in Korean entertainment.
Let's get right into it. We've got some big news to talk about today, Walter. It is award season,
It is.
and we're going to start with some golden news at the Golden Globes.
Indeed we are, Soa. So the 83rd Golden Globe Awards is actually, as we speak, taking place on Sunday evening local time in Los Angeles. And I have all the latest updates for you for right now. And this year, K-Culture has made a powerful statement with nominations in 6 major categories. Now, leading the spotlight was K-pop Demon Hunters and obviously their hit song Golden, which walked away with the Best Original Song award. So congratulations, but that's not all. KDH also won Best Animated Feature Film and was nominated for Cinematic and Box Office Achievement Award. That's the only award that we don't have confirmation at the moment. However, director Park Chan-wook's No Other Choice earned nominations for Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, and Best Foreign Language Film, but sadly missed out on the night. Its lead star Lee Byung-hun also made history as the first actor to be nominated for Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy, placing him with Hollywood heavyweights including Leonardo DiCaprio, Timothy Chalamet, George Clooney. But at the end of the day, Chalamet ended up with the award. So bad luck to Lee Byung-hun, but very good achievement by him anyway.
Right, I mean, those nominations are significant as well. And congratulations to all the major entries at the Golden Globes. Walter, now from the Golden Globes to Golden Discs.
Yes, it's a golden year. So Stray Kids took home top honors at the 40th Golden Disc Awards on Saturday at the Taipei Dome in Taiwan. The group won one of the top prizes, which is Album of the Year, with their full-length release album called Karma. Now, Blackpink's Jennie had a standout night as well, winning Artist of the Year. She also picked up awards for her solo work and as a member of Blackpink, before rounding out the night with the Global Impact Award with Prism. G-Dragon, our friend, also made a strong showing, taking home Digital Song of the Year. Meanwhile, Rookie of the Year honors went to All Day Project and Cortez, while popularity awards were claimed by BTS's Jin and also the other rookie group, Hearts to Hearts.
Congrats to all of them.
Indeed.
Now, Walter, let's talk about a boy group who have been killing it in 2025.
Yes.
But they are also already doing very well in 2026.
Yes, this is a boy group I really like to take notice of, which is Boy Next Door. They are proving that they are just continuing their success, with 2025 being a great year for them, and it's only carrying over to this year. Now, the boy group dominated the Melon 2025 music charts with remarkable staying power throughout the year. And according to Melon's 2025 year-end chart, the group's hit song, 오늘만 I Love You, or that kind of translates to I Love You Just Today, landed at number 12, the highest ranking achieved by any male idol group on the annual list. Now, the group's momentum extended across major platforms. Boy Next Door ranked 4th overall on TikTok's Korea's Year in Music, the highest position among K-pop groups, and placed 7th on Apple Music's Korea End Top 100, once again leading all boy groups. They also secured top spots on global platforms including Spotify's 2025 Wrapped, underscoring their widespread appeal. Now, outlets such as Forbes, Amazon Music, and the UK's NME also highlighted Boy Next Door's musical impact through critics' picks and editorial selections. Now, adding to their success, 오늘만 I Love You, released in January 2025, has recently enjoyed a resurgence in the charts following a year-end award shows and performances. Now, on Melon's latest weekly chart, the song jumped 12 spots to number 32, so it is continuing to dominate.
Exciting news, and thank you very much, Walter, for all of those updates, and stick around.
No worries.
And now it's time for our air anchor Arirang for more on the culture front. Arirang, take it away.
Thanks, Sua. Here's your AI guide to the latest cultural headlines from Korea. Let's begin with our top story. The government has launched the 2026 K-Content Talent Development Program, aimed at nurturing professionals to support the global expansion of Korean content. The initiative, jointly led by the Culture Ministry and the Korea Creative Content Agency, is designed to address industry shifts driven by the rapid spread of AI technology and to promote the sustainable growth of K-content. A total of 43 billion won, or over $29 million has been allocated to the program to foster 3,400 professionals. Key components include an AI specialized content academy and sector-specific training programs covering areas such as OTT production and webtoons. Foreign tourist arrivals in Korea's southeastern city of Gyeongju surged in 2025. According to Gyeongju City, more than 1.38 million foreign visitors came to the city last year, showing a 17% increase from 2024. Officials attributed the rise to efforts to develop diverse tourism programs, including stay-focused initiatives and expanded local content, as well as the successful hosting of the APEC Summit, which helped elevate Gyeongju's international profile. Korea's iconic winter festival, the Hwacheon Sancheoneo Ice Festival, is heating up even in the freezing cold. The festival drew around 65,000 visitors on Saturday, the opening day, and a similar crowd was observed on Sunday, bringing total estimated weekend attendance to over 100,000. Guests plunged into a variety of winter fun activities, from the festival's signature ice fishing and barehanded trout catching to drilling sled rides, while also savoring freshly grilled trout and other local treats. Sancheoneo is a stream trout native to Korea, especially abundant in the cold, clean rivers of the Hwacheon region. This year's festival promises more icy excitement through February 1st. That's all from me. Turning now to a quick look at more K-culture stories making headlines today.
Through a single photo at a time, we take a closer look at culture in Korea. This is K-culture in photos. Do you recognize this word? 달고나? When you hear it, you might think, that sounds familiar. And you'd be right. The simple Korean street snack became globally known through Squid Game, the Netflix series that took the world by storm. Since late last year and into early this year, the Squid Game team has once again been drawing global attention, including a nomination for an ensemble stunt performance at the Actor Awards, formerly known as the SAG Awards. 달고나 is made by melting sugar and adding a pinch of baking soda. It's a nostalgic treat many Koreans grew up with. But through Squid Game, it transformed into something more. A symbol of how everyday Korean culture travels across borders. In fact, 달고나 was officially added to the Oxford English Dictionary last year, recognized as part of global English usage. The single scene you're looking at now reminds us how one story can carry Korean food, play, and even language to the world. You're now looking at two objects that recently drew attention during a presidential visit, a traditional painting and a small piece of jewelry. Let's start with the painting on the left. This is called 기린도, a traditional Korean folk painting. It features a mythical creature known as the 기린, long believed to appear during times of peace and wise leadership. In the painting, peaches symbolize longevity and peonies represent prosperity, together expressing a wish for stability and national well-being. What makes this image especially interesting today is that it has reappeared not in a museum, but in the context of diplomacy, showing how old symbols still speak in modern moments. Now, take a look at the ornament on the right. This is 탐화 놀이개, a traditional accessory decorated with flowers and butterflies using an intricate enamel technique. The word 탐화 means to seek flowers, symbolizing good fortune, joyful encounters, and wishes coming true. In diplomacy, gifts often speak where words fall short. These two pieces remind us that Korean tradition can be shown through symbols, quietly, beautifully, and with lasting meaning. Have you noticed this? Students and office workers heading to work in winter. People in Korea often look like they are all wearing the same outfit. And Even idols are no exception. That outfit is the long padded jacket or long padding. That's what Koreans call it. Once winter really sets in, it becomes almost impossible to take off. Many people choose black padded coats, practical, easy to match, and less likely to show dirt. This is why Koreans often use the term padding tribe. It refers to people who prioritize warmth above all else during winter. People even joke that wearing one feels like walking around wrapped in a warm blanket, comfortable, protective, and hard to leave behind. The padding tribe isn't just a fashion trend. In a country known for caring deeply about style, it reflects a very Korean mindset, choosing practicality when warmth truly matters. So, if you see streets full of padded coats this winter, that's not a coincidence. It's a seasonal lifestyle that comes back every year in Korea. Have you heard the Korean words 불멍 and 눈멍? In Korean, 멍 means zoning out, doing nothing and letting your mind slow down. 불멍 refers to spacing out while watching a fire, and 눈멍 means doing the same thing while watching falling snow. These words reflect a winter relaxing and re-energizing culture that has emerged in Korea's fast-paced society. In winter, many people sit by a campfire or at home, quietly watching the flames and calming their thoughts. And when it snows, people sometimes simply stop and watch the white snow pile up and fall, or even enjoy looking at cute snowmen or animal shapes made from snow like this. 불멍 and 눈멍 are about enjoying rest itself, the simple act of doing nothing in the middle of our busy daily lives. Culture doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it simply appears in what people eat, wear, give, and pause for.
Korean museums and cultural spaces have been gaining increased public interest recently, with national museums across the country seeing record numbers of visitors, including from overseas. For today's K-Culture issue, we'd like to dive into the golden age of K-museums, which appears to be now, with David Tizard, Professor of Korean Studies at Seoul Women's University and Hanyang University. Welcome, Professor Tizard, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, 새해 복 많이 받으세요. I love the fact that when you thought about museums, you're like, let's get David in. I was promised that I would be meeting Jenny and Huntrix when I came into the studio today. They're just waiting outside.
Maybe next time.
Next time.
Next time, yes. But David or Professor Tizard, we really appreciated that you're here inside the studio with us. It's been a while.
Yeah.
And let's talk about museums.
Sure.
Maybe Jenny next time. But museums in Korea are more popular than ever. And it's not just the exhibitions themselves, but also the areas around museums have become hotspots as well.
Yeah.
So how do you view this current museum boom?
It's a great question, and it's a wonderful thing. I think the first thing it does when we see all of these reports of people going to museums, the first thing it does is it dispels a few stereotypes, because we often have this rather negative view that young people are sort of stuck on their phones, they're not doing anything, and we sort of gaslight them into negativity. Online, it's very easy to see these low-key Orientalist views that Koreans don't really go out and socialize and do much, sort of K-zombies. But what we're seeing in real life, and this goes with my experience as well, is that people are going out. They are going to exhibitions, they are going to bookstores, they are going to these cultural events, and like you say, and all the reports point to, they're also going to museums. So that's a good thing. In terms of, it shows us two things in terms of modernization and the economy. So now Korean people are going to museums, excuse me, because Korea is a modern country. Their basic needs are met here. Korean people have food and shelter and safety, security. They're going up Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And now they're searching out things like truth and beauty and art and justice, history. And so that's a wonderful thing. It shows the modernization of the country. On the other hand, it shows the economic development. We live in sort of late-stage capitalism and neoliberalism here like no other. And it means people, it's not enough just to be an efficient worker. You can't just be productive economically. you need to have hobbies, you need to have tastes, you need to have a favorite architect, you need to have a favorite art style. And so museums help people explore themselves psychologically, existentially. That's a really good thing. And also, you know, you go there and it looks good on Instagram, you take some photos, you post it online, and people are going to be like, wow, you're so cultured. And so all in all, it's a really good thing, whichever way you look at it, I think.
So as you teach in Korea,
Yeah.
do you find many of your students recently going to museums as well and then post that on Instagram?
No, absolutely. Korean and international students, all the international students will do the various tours of the museums, to the War Memorial, you know, to the areas around Gyeongbokgung as well. Actually, I took 40 students last week to Seunshanga, which is it's kind of a living museum. It's an arcade, a shopping arcade in downtown Seoul, and we walked around. And they all said to me it was like experiencing a museum. It was like seeing South Korea 10, 20, 30 years ago. So yes, young people are going to these places. And you know, because it's South Korea, there's a museum type for everyone. If you're interested in war and history, if you like art, if you like religion, even if you like entertainment, there are sort of museums dedicated to the history of various entertainment companies and groups. So it's it's full steam ahead for the young people as well.
Right, and speaking of entertainment, contents like K-pop Demon Hunters have actually helped a lot in spreading Korean culture on, you know, on many different perspectives. So compared to the past, do you feel like the view of foreigners or tourists, the perception of them when they come to Korea is kind of different from the past?
That's a really good question. And I think for the last 10 years, maybe since Psy or something like that, in terms of representations of Korea through media, we've talked more about, for example, ATs and Stray Kids than we have about the literature and the architects. And that's with no disrespect to the K-pop, but that has been the main focus in terms of promoting Korea. But I would say, when you ask me, are we now focusing on different things other than K-pop? I think people have always focused on different things other than K-pop. I think there have always been people interested in Korean history, Korean religion and philosophy, Korean traditional practices, whether it's making tea, games, gender relations. These people, sports and taekwondo, these people have always been there. And I think for, you know, the last 10 years or so, it's been this wonderful boom of excitement. And I've been very happy to be part of it with this International Korean Studies. And so I don't think it's now expanding our view of Korea. I think that's already been there. But what I think is, you know, you asked about Demon Hunters. I think that serves as a wonderful bridge into Korea, because we know quite a lot about Korea, I think. You know, we live and we work here, we're part of the culture. But for some people, K-pop Demon Hunters or Hearts to Heart, something like that, that might be their first exposure to Korea. And then from that, they wonder, what's that painting? What does that tiger mean? What's that hat called? And so I think it's helping people discover what has always been there.
Right, right. And many foreign visitors are also drawn to exhibitions about everyday experiences in Korean life, past and present. You sort of mentioned it before when you took your 40 students there, where they felt like they were, you know, back in time of like the old Korea. But this can also be experienced at the National Folk Museum of Korea, for instance. And what is your, you know, what do you make of this?
Love it. It's wonderful because it's kinetic, it's physical, it's interactive. You can smell it. It's one thing to sit in a lecture hall and, you know, listen to one of my wonderful lectures with all the pictures, but it's another thing to see it. It's another thing to stand on the long swings and go back and forth. It's another thing to try to throw sticks into a vertical cylinder away, and to play hacky sack and those kind of things. So I think they build memories into people more deeply, that physical experience. And I think it's wonderful that Korea is able to provide them because it gets students out and it gets students imagining these things. Obviously, sometimes, I might get in a little bit trouble saying this, sometimes these museums, they present a version of the past that Korea wants to show. So they don't always go into the darkness and the reality of life, what it was, let's say, during the 1700s or 1600s, because, you know, there were good times and there were bad times. But what it does do is, I think it helps students start opening the door into what the past was. And I think the National Folk Museum and these kind of kinetic experiences are really useful. It's like, let's say, watching Mr. Sunshine. Wonderful, but my mum's favorite drama. You can't watch that and then not ask more questions. And so, Walter, I think that when you go to these places, it's opening a door and then you think, now what next? And what else can I learn from these experiences? So yeah, they're a great stepping stone, I think.
Right. I mean, museums or exhibitions, they are not necessarily the full story, but as you said, they might provide an entry into K-history and Korean values.
Yeah.
But now, beyond museums, let's talk about 뮤즈, which is museum goods, combined in short, 뮤즈 in Korean, how we like to call it.
Yeah.
So these souvenirs or merchandise, as well as hands-on experiences at museums, they do actually provide some kind of, maybe I should say, they make museums more approachable or relatable. What do you think about those 뮤즈?
Yeah, very good. So you missed one word. They make museums more expensive as well, because
True that.
It is the commodification of the experience. But let's think about this. When you go somewhere, you want souvenirs. You want something to remember it by. You go to Italy, you want to buy a little statue of Michelangelo's David, and you can get them in all different colors. You can get a rainbow flag one, but you want something. And so I think museums and exhibitions, they've realized this. They've realized that people want to curate their own experience. They want something to remember it by. And while the photos and the memories are something there, they also want to buy something. They want to attach it onto their bag. It's like, you know, a cultural labubu or something like that. And students these days, and I say this with positivity, they do attach things to themselves and wear them as symbols, whether it's to their bags, to their laptops, to their shoes. And it's sort of a reflection not only of who they are, but their interests, where they've been and what they've done. So I think it's very natural. It's a reflection of our modern society. But if it gives young people a way not only to express themselves, but also to communicate their tastes and what they've done with other people. And some people might say, where did you get that? What's that? That's a very good thing. I don't see these museum products reaching the boo-boo level, but it's good.
And let's stick to admission fees just a little bit. And we are seeing visitors on the rise, which is obviously a great thing. But obviously with more visitors, sometimes comes a hike in prices. So looking at overseas museum models, what perspective should Korea maybe consider when debating this?
It's a very good question, Walter, and I'd just like to be clear, I didn't choose all of these questions about capitalism. They come from you guys. And what should they choose? Well, this is a very difficult thing because on the one hand, Walter, we want culture to be open. We don't want to set limits because, you know, that sort of creates a cultural divide that goes alongside the economic divide that already exists in society. At the same time, psychology shows that if you pay for something, you have a greater affection for it. You're more likely to like the group if you paid for their CD than if you just download it for free or listen to it on YouTube. So there are two ways to do this. What I've experienced abroad is that, for example, abroad in the United Kingdom, where I'm from, museums are free. You have to register for them, but our biggest museums are free. However, once you go in, there are experiences and exhibitions behind paywalls. So where we get this sort of paywall of society online that now also exists in museums. And, you know, that's one way to approach it. In Singapore, they do discounts for residents of the country. So going there as a traveler and trying to get into the theme parks and things like this, there are different prices. My only hope that whatever South Korea does choose is that maybe it doesn't discriminate between residents, citizens, tourists and things like this and start discriminating in terms of access and price between people's ethnicity and things like this. So if there is a price, it's the same price for everybody. If there's not a price, come one, come all. I think that's the vibe that I like. I'm not sure what you guys think about that. But,
I agree,
All right, Professor Tizard, that's all the time we have. Or if you would have like a 30-second final recommendation for people who want to go to Korean museums?
I would love to say that this was mine, but it's from Jerry Saltz. Don't go to a museum with a destination. Museums are wormholes to other worlds. They are ecstasy machines. Follow your eyes to wherever they lead you, and the world should begin to change for you. Ecstasy machines.
Lovely.
Yeah.
All right, and on that note, thank you very much for your insights, Professor Tizard, and we hope to see you back here very soon.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And thank you, Walter, as always. We're actually going to see you pretty soon on Wednesday.
See you Wednesday.
Thanks for watching and your interest in everything K-culture. Please tune in again tomorrow, 2 p.m. Korea time, and keep diving.
How to survive in Korea. Barbecue restaurants. Step 1. Taking care of your clothes. Put your jacket in the plastic bag. Seal it tight. If the stool flips open, store your clothes inside. Wearing light colors? Grab an apron. It's the best defense against oil splatter and smoke. Step 2. Bottomless side dishes. Basic side dishes at a barbecue restaurant. Eat and eat as much as you want. Side dishes come with free refills. Oh, and if you don't see this sign, just ask, 사장님, 여기 밑반찬 좀 더 주세요. Simple, isn't it? Step 3. Grilling meat. There are various